Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Let's Talk Ghosts. And today we found something different. Actually, it's not so bad. It's a YouTube show. I think it's actually from a site, perhaps, maybe. And the company has also put it on YouTube. It's called Britain's Most Haunted Pubs. And it is from a channel called DocuFlix. So I do think, like I say, that they have another place where they put their stuff. That's just my assumption. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. Anyway, at first, as they were going through stuff, I thought that this was an older program just because of some of the ideas and things that they said. But it isn't, because I looked at the timestamp on some of the cameras and it was 2023, so it's not that old.
No.
Anyway, it is a very professionally done program, very much like some of the ones that you see on TV, like Help My House is Haunted, all those kind of programs where they have teams that go in and do stuff. And it's the same format as all the others too. They have the narrator who does the history, talks a little bit about stuff. This episode, or I guess this is not just an episode, this is the show, but they introduced the team, which is the Southeast Paranormal Team. This is a British team. And they introduced 3 people, which I found kind of strange because later on you see much more people sitting around the Ouija board table and stuff. So, but the 3 people that they introduced was a lady and 2 men, Jackie, and they actually give their last names too, which is really unusual. You don't normally see that on YouTube. Now you do see that on television, but on YouTube you don't. So, which is why I think it was made for another venue. So Jackie, who is a medium as well as an investigator. Nick, who is a medium as well as an investigator, and Daniel, who is a technician, and I'm assuming an investigator as well.
Right.
That was nice because they didn't just say, hey, this is who they are. They actually gave them a few minutes to tell about themselves, which was kind of nice. I like that.
Yeah.
It was very nice done that way.
Yeah.
And then they talked about how they do things. Now, the first place they went to was the Viaduct Tavern, which is in London, England.
Yeah.
And they talked about that place being really, really haunted and so on and so forth.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah. I think Nick and Katrina were there.
No, it's possible. Should have to go back and take a look now and see.
Yeah.
But they do things that they call the calling out. When they go into a room, they call out, which to me is an EVP session.
Yeah.
Because they did say that they're calling out, but they're not going to know what the response is until later.
Yeah.
That's an EVP session. So for us, our terms is an EVP session.
Yeah.
And they do that in each room that they go to, which is good. You should.
Yeah.
And then they did a Ouija board session. Now, this is the one that I found the strangest because they have definite ideas on how a Ouija board session should be conducted.
Yeah.
Not saying that they're wrong.
Awfully different from the way I know.
Well, the whole idea of only one person being allowed to touch the board in the beginning and inviting the other people to put their hands on the planchette, that was different. Opening it with a prayer and closing it with a prayer, that's not a bad idea. But I've never heard that that's the way it's supposed to be. And she was adamant that that's the way it's supposed to be. You know? Yeah. Now, while they were doing their session, I really felt, looking at it, that there was one finger that really was pressing down hard on that planchette.
Yeah.
And that was the one with the bracelet. So that was her.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, but it seems to me she was doing something there. She was manipulating maybe
Yeah.
somewhat. Does that mean that it was fake? Or does that just mean she was pressing down harder? Because her finger was really pushing
Yeah.
down.
Bent,
You
and
could see that.
you could see
Yeah,
the
it was
pressure.
bent. She was pushing. So yeah, yeah. And the others, you could tell they were barely touching it. So was she actually moving it around? Or I don't know. To me, it looked a bit suspect. And then they did their sensory deprivation um, thing, which we call the Estes method. Did you catch
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I again, one of the things that one of the gentlemen said, Nick said, was that in all their experiences of doing it, they've never had like long sentences. Sometimes the words don't make a lot of sense. They're just words being spit out, and sometimes it's not what you're hoping to get. But they try it anyway.
Yeah.
And I think that's an honest answer, an honest thing, because
Right.
really, I don't think you should be getting all these full sentences
Right.
because they're using a spirit box or whatever. And we know from experience that spirits take a tremendous amount of energy just to say one word.
Yeah.
So having them say a whole sentence to me, I really think what he said is true. So that
Right.
was good. I liked that. And I liked how they had those little vignettes in between where they did have the people talking. Like I say, it was very much the same format you see in other ghost programs and ghost hunting programs.
Yeah.
So then after they went to this place, they went to another one called the Skirrid Inn. It's in
Yeah.
Wales. And even on the sign, they have it, the oldest inn in Wales. And it has an ugly history, not just being a pub, but it's also used to be a courthouse. It was a jail. People were hung there. 100 and some odd people were hung there. There's supposedly a judge who hangs out there, and he's quite a negative influence. So
Yeah.
that was kind of a nasty history. And so they say that there's a lot of this sort of negative feelings
Right.
that people feel.
Yeah.
And then they get to doing some of the investigation. And of course, they do their calling out stuff. But guess what they do? Table tipping.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, I don't like it, and I hate it.
Well, yeah, first of all, nothing happened. I don't think they tipped anything. So that's good.
Yeah.
I didn't notice any tipping happening. Did you?
No, I didn't notice, and I was watching,
Yeah,
but the same thing, they'd never show under the table.
true, true. I just find it a stupid
Yeah,
method of
yeah,
investigating because
yeah,
really, how can a ghost tip a table that is on 4 legs,
yeah.
sturdy legs?
Well,
Really?
it's not as bad as most haunted when they walk the table up the fucking stairs. No,
Oh, that's true. That is
yeah,
true.
that that was
Oh,
one fucking angry ghost, I tell you.
get me
Oh,
out of here. I'm taking the table and I'm leaving.
yeah, I'm taking my toes and going home.
Oh, yeah. Please, just people leave. Just leave. Oh, God.
Scar one for that feeling.
Yeah. Oh, she's made a huge influence when we can bring her up and we're not even talking about
Yeah,
Most Haunted.
yeah. Well, that's what that's the thing that really sticks with a person. Table and tipping and walking it up fucking to the landing. Jesus Christ.
It was stupid. That was
Oh,
really stupid.
yeah. Okay,
Oh,
we're going off
okay. So
topic here.
they did a table. Yep. They did a
Yeah.
table tipping session with no tables tipping.
Yeah.
So to me, that means that experiment failed.
Yeah.
Or
In a
the
good
ghosts
way.
just kind of thought, yeah, or the ghosts just thought, that's stupid. I'm not doing it,
Yeah.
which is a possibility too.
Yeah.
Then they went on to do a Ouija board session, and they spent quite a bit of time here. I think that was
Yeah.
the biggest thing that they did.
And again, it's, that one person pressing down, making it
Mhm.
move, and just no,
Yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
no.
I just don't know. I don't know if I believe that. So if
No, I
anybody
don't.
wants to go watch it, we will put the link to it, of course, in the information, like we always do. Go have a watch and tell us what you think, because to
Yeah.
me it looks suspect.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she's faking it. I mean, she may be doing it and not even realize she's doing it.
Yeah.
She could be being influenced by the spirit to do it. Who
Oh,
knows? But to me, it looks like she's pushing it around.
yeah.
That's just what I thought. They finish off this whole thing. Now, there was only the two places, the most haunted pubs in Britain. There's just two of them. Really? I mean, I think the Ancient Ram's Inn is probably,
Yeah.
should be right up there. And there's a few
That
others that,
that's the oldest pub in
yeah,
Britain.
yeah, in England. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd think there would be more than just
Yeah.
two. Now, I realize it's a 45-minute episode, so that means it was an hour on television, but we didn't have to go into these big, long investigations
Yeah.
if they're just talking about the most haunted pubs in Britain. I totally
Yeah.
expected to see just a documentary on the most haunted pubs in Britain. I didn't expect it to be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of this, they decide, or the pub staff ask them to cleanse the place, do a purification ritual.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they used,
I don't know.
because the Jackie had a bowl. It looked like a shell bowl or something. I don't even think it was a real shell. And inside, she had something that I think she was burning. I'm thinking it was sage of some sort, but they never said. And she was just taking her hand and wafting it. So, I mean, no feather or anything like lots of people like to do. And like they say, you should use a feather to waft it. But she was doing it with her hand. I couldn't see any smoke. So I don't know how effective that cleansing would have been if there's no smoke coming off of if it's burning sage or whatever. Like I didn't even see. I mean, it was in the dark, so they're using the night vision camera.
Yeah.
I couldn't even see a glow of heat coming off of that thing.
Of embers or anything.
Yeah, like nothing. So I question how effective that cleansing would have been when you're not using the purpose of it, which is to get the smoke into. And if she's this medium who's been investigating for 50 years, she should know this.
Yeah.
But she has her own ideas about stuff, apparently. So that was, I mean, it was very well done. Like I said, it was a professional program.
Yeah.
So, credits and everything at the beginning and the end. It was very professionally done. It was very good. There was a few of those little niggles that, meh. But otherwise, I liked it.
Yeah. They weren't bad.
It ranks up there with the other kinds of shows that we watch,
Yeah.
If I would see another one, I probably would watch it. But I even looked on their channel, any more paranormal stuff from this, this group or whatever. This is obviously just a documentary that they filmed for one purpose, I guess. I don't know. But I would watch more of these people if I could find more of them. I might do a search and see what we can find. Yeah. But it
Yeah.
does rank right up there with some of the other stuff. Oh, I watched a bit of Paranormal Caught on Camera today.
Mhm.
And oh my gosh, the same people commenting, saying the same stuff. And so many times it's the stuff that gets submitted, they're just using it because they need content. So many times it's been like crap stuff. Like, come on, can't you see that that's fake? Oh, no, 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 it's probably an alien. It's probably an alien. Yeah. Like that one of the people who see that face, which is obviously an anime doll or something peeking over the garage.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, that is so obviously fake. But no, no, no. They take it like it's gospel. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Yeah. It's anything for content, right?
You gotta feel sorry for them because they're putting their names on the line. And,
Yeah. Putting their reputation out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're trying to justify what they're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, most of these commenters are pretty well known in the paranormal field.
Yeah.
I mean, even Susan, ugh,
Yeah.
whom I'm not overly fond of, but even her, they're all fairly well known in the paranormal field. Yeah, I don't know. You're right. They're put in an awkward position. They have to try to spin it.
Yeah. I know.
And sometimes the spin is sometimes really ridiculous. But anybody else have issues with Paranormal Caught on Camera? I mean, it's the same as in the UK. They have one called Unexplained Caught on Camera.
Yeah.
I think it's the same program. Basically, it's just different name for a different place, right? And you know what got me thinking about this today is, as I was looking for something to watch, I saw a new video from Slapped Ham, and it was paranormal stuff. And I didn't watch it, but I mean, I know you love Slapped Ham. But he was going to show some paranormal clips, and oh man, I don't want to look at any more paranormal clips. Sometimes I get really frustrated with them because they're sometimes so obvious that they're just looking for content.
Yeah.
Desperate for content to keep their channels moving. And I get that. I get that. Yeah, I mean, I get that. But this was good. So Britain's most haunted pub, even though it was only 2 pubs, it was good. Yeah. It was good. It wasn't as bad as Most Haunted.
Yeah.
Although it did have some vibes of that, It did have some vibes. I think something in the format and again, some of the things they did, the table tipping and oh geez. The sensory deprivation, everybody does that, the calling out the Ouija board. But it was good. It was good. I would watch again.
It was good. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll see if I can't find another one for us to do another thing. They are called the Southeast Paranormal Team, so I'll do a search for that. Right. But it was good. Britain's most haunted pubs. They only have 2 of them, 2 most haunted pubs. That's it. That's all you get.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, so thumbs up from me.
I would have liked to see more pubs, but
yeah, I would have liked to have seen. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen. Like I said, I expected it to be an actual documentary. I didn't realize there was going to be investigation involved in it. I thought it was just a documentary.
Yeah.
And I was really excited to see some of these haunted pubs, but nope.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. Just goes to show we don't always have to watch investigating on YouTube and stuff. Just yeah. Anyways, folks, that's it for us for this week. Another edition of the Let's Talk Truth.
Happy haunting.
Happy haunting. Bye now.